Hi everyone, warm welcome to all. Today it's about the planetary transit of the month of April, and with this month, many things in our life will start moving forward. All planets are now direct, and that itself changes the energy of the time. The delays, the reversals, and the emotional loop of past will begin to loosen. Now there is clarity, willingness to act, and a sense that things are finally moving ahead. At the same time, the fast moving planets like Sun and Mercury are gradually heading towards Pisces gandanta and also Aries sign, the first sign of the zodiac. So, this is not just movement, this is the beginning of a new cycle also. April is powerful but also at times intense, with Sun, Mercury, Gandanta and strong Ketu in its own nakshatra Magha. So move consciously with awareness. We begin this month with Virgo full moon in Hasta nakshatra on 1st of April. So the month begins with the message that first organize, have discipline in your life, manage routine, our health, and then move forward. The first half can be very relaxing as Mars, the planet of action, is in watery Pisces sign, and this can shift the tone of the energy. See, Mars was so far close to Rahu in air sign, was still strong here. But now with Pisces energy, our actions can be little slower, more emotional, intuitive, or even double-minded at times. Also now Mars is heading towards Neptune and Saturn also. Mercury will also move into its debilitated sign, Pisces, making our mind more imaginative and less sharp in practical details. So communication may need patience now, and decisions may need second look. This becomes stronger with two key conjunctions, Mars with Neptune on 13th of April and Mercury with Neptune on 16th. This is a highly intuitive, sensitive period, and that can blur our judgment. We are more imaginative here, who lives with emotion, sensitivity, and illusion at times. Then on 14th of April, Sun crosses Pisces Gandanta and enters Aries. This is where the energy begins to shift clearly. The exalted Sun brings back our confidence, provides fresh direction and courage to start new things in our life. Also, the Sun is now moving away from Saturn. So some of the heaviness starts lifting here and a new fire begins to build within ourselves. We also have Aries new moon in Ashwini nakshatra on 17th of April. Here Ashwini carries the energy of healing, speed and some fresh start. This new moon in Ashwini nakshatra can bring a strong urge to start something new, move ahead and to take action after a stagnant phase. See, here Aries and Ashwini are very active throughout the April month. At the start, Venus is already in Aries in Ashwini nakshatra, then Sun, and by end of the April, Mercury will also enter Aries in Ashwini nakshatra, activating the same energy again. So April in short has a very fast movement in the second half of the month. Things may start quickly, decisions may happen suddenly, and there can be a strong push to act without any overthought, overthinking. It may feel like a restart, a new direction, a new step, or a fresh beginning that has been waiting to happen since very long. But at the same time, we also have Ketu strongly placed in Magha, its own nakshatra. So while Aries is pushing us forward, Ketu is asking us to let go of the old identity, ego patterns, and some past conditioning here. This creates a powerful combination, fast beginning on surface and karmic release underneath. Action may feel sudden, but they are not random. They are guided by something deeper here. Yes, this is the time to move forward, but stay aware of our steps and the direction that we are taking. We have Venus in Taurus bringing support and stability. After the emotional intensity of Pisces gandanta, Venus in Taurus can help us to restore our comfort, balance in our life, and sense of value is activated. It brings us back to what feels real and steady in our life. But then comes the most intense point of the month, around 28th of April. This is when Saturn, Mars and Mercury comes very close together in Pisces at 13 degrees. And this can be a great pressure point. There can be mental heaviness, emotional pressure, frustration, or a situation that demands our maturity. And they are close to Rahu Ketu degree also, triggering some significant event if you have some key planet close to 13 degrees in your chart. This is not the time for any impulsive reactions, but to slow down, stay grounded, and act with responsibility. And finally, on 30th of April, Mercury enters Aries, bringing back clarity in our thinking, ideas, our communication, and helping faster decisions. And throughout all of this, there is one strong support that is constant. Jupiter is now direct and gaining speed in its own nakshatra, Punarvasu, moving forward towards its exaltation very fast. This means that even if parts of April can feel intense, there is still larger sense of growth, guidance, and forward progress building in the background within us. Let us see how this month will impact us personally and watch for Pisces and Aries sign for the impact. Surely the energy is changing for everyone. There is fresh cycle through Aries, but before that fire fully takes over, the Pisces energy first demands us to release, let go. It demands our maturity and emotional clarity. So for everyone, April is about moving ahead with more awareness, not just speed. Start with Aries. For Aries, April brings strong movement in your life. And for you, this month can feel like the beginning of a personal reset. Early part of April may still feel little emotionally heavy, especially around your rest, sleep, your mental clutter, any foreign related matters and things that have been draining your energy quietly in the background. But as the month progresses, more fire starts building in your favor. Confidence begins returning and you may feel more ready to take charge of your own direction. This is the month to move ahead, but not in rushed or impulsive manner. Middle of the month can feel intense with emotions, so conserving your energy and avoiding any unnecessary conflict will help you. By the second half of the month, life will start to open more clearly. What is felt stuck so far can finally start moving, and your own willpower becomes one of your best strength here. Taurus, April can feel like month of shifting your desires, your social energy, changing your priorities and rethinking where your time and heart truly belong. The early part of April may make you more aware of any emotional confusion around your friendships, your desires, your group matters, your future goals, or your sense of belonging. Some connections may feel little distant, while others may suddenly show their true value in your life. As the month moves ahead, a quieter inner shift begins. You may feel the need to step back from the noise and protect your peace more carefully. At the same time, Venus coming into your own sign later in the month can help you restore your charm, your attraction, balance in life, and a stronger sense of self-worth. This is a very good month to simplify your circle. Trust what feels steady and not force any closeness where the energy has already changed. Gemini, April puts strong attention on your career path, your public image, your responsibilities, and your long-term direction. April begins with movement in your work or public life, but it also demands to remain very careful with your decisions, your communication, the way you speak with others, making your plans, mainly in your professional matters. There can be moments when expectations can feel little unclear, you can be confused. And when you feel pulled between optimism and practical pressure. Middle of the month may feel little demanding with your career pressures, or some new responsibility may be picking up. But this month is also showing you where maturity is needed and where your efforts must become more focused. By end of the April, your thinking start clearing and your future plan becomes easier to define. This is not the time to scatter your energy. The more direct and disciplined you stay, the more progress you will see in your life. Cancer, April brings a strong shift in your beliefs, in the outlook on life. It can open your mind toward bigger decisions, travel plans, new learnings, having some guidance from your elders, change your faith in life, or a new vision for the future can develop. But before that clarity comes, there may be first a period of some emotional or mental fog. Some plans may need some revision, some beliefs may need some change. What once felt certain, now may you ask for deeper understanding on that. April can also bring an inner push to rise above your old fears and think more courageously. Your career matters may start becoming more active as the month progresses, and a new direction may slowly start opening up. The key is not to let any temporary confusion weaken your confidence. Let April help you reconnect with the truth, the reality of life, and not just comfort. A more meaningful path begins opening this time when you stop doubting what your inner voice already knows. Leo, April can feel deep, intense, and transformative for you. This is not the surface level month. It can stir your emotional vulnerability, shared responsibility, your hidden fears, any health issues, financial dependency, or any inner patterns that need release. The fear and the pressure of this month may make you more aware of what feels emotionally draining. spiritually confusing and no longer sustainable. At the same time, Aries energy can help you see the bigger picture again. A desire for movement, some new growth, travel, learning, or expansion may start rising strongly within you. So, while one part of life is asking for emotional honesty and deeper clearing, another part is slowly pulling you toward a new horizon. Let this month help you release what weakens your spirit so you can step more fully into what strengthens your future. Virgo, April highlights your relationships very strongly. The month begins with the full moon in your own sign, so your emotions, your needs, energy, and your personal realizations are immediately brought into focus. You may feel more sensitive to any imbalances in your close relationship, whether personal or professional. The Pisces transit can make others feel confusing, emotional, or hard to read, and that may test your patience. This month demands you to notice where you have been giving too much, adjusting too much, or carrying too much mental weight in one to one matters. The middle of the month can bring an important turning point within your relationships or, in a way, the way you handle pressure. But April also helps you to become clearer about what must change in your life. When you stop trying to fix everything alone, space opens for more honest and mature connections in your life. Libra, April puts focus on your work, your health, your daily routine, your daily responsibilities, and the rhythm of your ordinary life. The first half of the month may feel little busy but emotionally scattered, as if you are trying to manage many things while also feeling mentally or physically drained. The Pisces influence can create overthinking, lack of clarity, or emotional heaviness around your duties, your schedules, and all practical matters. This month is asking for better structure and not harshness towards your own self. A calm rhythm, clearer priorities, and more thoughtful energy management will help you here. Relationships also become increasingly important as the month progresses, and you may begin to see more clearly who supports your growth and who complicates your peace of mind. The more you simplify your daily life, the easier it becomes to make space for stronger partnership and energy. Scorpio, April activates your creativity, romance, your love life, creativity, children, joy, emotional expression, and the part of life that wants to feel alive again. Yet the first half of the month may still carry some confusion around your feelings, the expectations of that part, and also your ability to trust what truly you want in your life. This can be a very deeply creative month, but also one where emotional intensity needs a healthy outlet. The Aries transits can help you bring more movement into your work life, your routine, and productivity as the month goes on. So, this can become a month where inspiration must be supported by discipline in life. If you direct your passion properly, a lot can move forward. But if emotion stays bottled up, frustration may rise here. Let yourself create new things, speak honestly, and engage with what brings vitality in your life. The month becomes much smoother when your heart and your efforts start working together. Sagittarius, April brings focus to your home, family, emotional foundations, any property matters, and inner security. The Pisces transit may stir emotional confusion or heaviness in your domestic life, also your family expectations or your own sense of grounding. You may feel pulled between the outer moment and the inner emotional responsibilities. The middle of the month can feel intense in your personal or family related matters. At the same time, Aries becomes very supportive for you, and this is where relief begins. As the month moves forward, more fire returns to your creativity, confidence, joy, and your personal expression. So, even if the emotional base of your life feels little heavy for a while, a brighter current is already building within. The month demands you to strengthen your inner foundation without losing your natural optimism. Once your emotional base feels steadier, your spark returns very quickly. Capricorn. April can be mentally very active and significant month. Communication, paperwork, travel, planning, your siblings, any short travel, and your daily interactions may all become more important to you. But the Pisces gandanta pressure can also make the mind feel little overloaded. There may be too many conversations, some mixed messages, or situations where you must read between the lines more carefully than usual. April demands you to be very mindful of your speech, timing, and emotional reactions, particularly around the middle of the month. Not every thought needs to become a conclusion immediately, and not every discussion needs a hard response here. As the month progresses, home and emotional priorities start to demand more attention, and your energy may shift towards creating greater stability within your personal life. Clarity will come, but first the noise must settle. Aquarius. April highlights your money, your self worth, family matters, speech, and your personal stability. The early part of the month may bring emotional uncertainty around your finances, your values, or how much you are giving versus how much you are receiving. There may also be some pressure around decisions involving savings, spendings, or your family responsibilities. The month asks you to think more seriously about what is sustainable in your life. At the same time, Aries energy gradually begins helping your confidence in your communication, planning, and any movement forward in your life. So, while one part of April may feel like a test of stability, another part starts helping you regain your mental sharpness and direction. By end of the month, your ability to speak clearly and act decisively improves. This is a very good time to value your energy more carefully. Keep matters practical and stay grounded in what truly supports your peace of mind. Pisces. April is one of the most important months for you because so much of energy is gathering in your sign. This means the month can feel deeply personal, emotionally intense, and highly significant. You may feel pressure building around identity, your appearance, decisions, relationships, new responsibilities, and the need to move through confusion into clarity. With Mars, Mercury, Saturn, and Neptune influencing your sign at different points, the mind and emotions may both feel little full. This is not the month to rush yourself or expect immediate assurance in everything. It is a month of deep inner transition. One version of you is slowly dissolving and another is trying to emerge here. That is why the energy can feel both spiritual and heavy at the same time. By end of the month, the focus slowly begins to shift towards money, stability, and rebuilding your confidence in practical way. Be patient with your own self. April is not to weaken you here. It is powerful but needs your gentleness and grounding. That was all about the personal impact on all the signs. Overall, April is a month of movement, new beginnings, and meaningful pressure. The first half brings emotional depth and inner awareness, preparing us for the upcoming time. Middle of the month brings intensity and some karmic turning points. And the end of the month begins opening some new doors to clarity and having some action oriented time. April can help us to leave behind any confusion and step into something new with more clarity, strength, and yes, purpose of our life. That was all about the transit of the month of April. I hope this was helpful. Best wishes to everyone for a meaningful and forward moving April month. Thank you for your time. Do share your experiences in the comments and stay tuned for the next update. Thank you.